Check this out, man. Check this out. In prisons, you got the warden and you got the prisoners. And the saying goes, the prisoners still run the asylum. In this case, this just gonna be controlled chaos, man. And it was sponsored by the fans. So we here at 94 feet of life, man. I got the usual suspects, MJ. I got J Ham. Ty, not Ty. Why are we talking about Ty at this time? We don't know. I
Hey,
mean,
shout out
losers
to
get
Ty.
losers get attention, so it doesn't matter. I got Mo in the background, and Jerm should be coming on soon. Who knows? We may have other guests popping on here and there, but MJ, man, talk to the people, man. What's good?
Yo, we here. M drop the J because the fadeaway perfect. We are on every Wednesday. This is one of the few Wednesdays that I can make, so I want to make it count. Shout out to Big Shot Ron. He is at an undisclosed location, meaning it's none of
Yes.
his business. But while we're here, we're gonna talk some hoops. We're gonna plug some important people because, as y'all haven't noticed, we in different rooms right now, moving different, and the main reason why is because the man to the left, the right of me, Jay Ham. Jay Ham, how you doing?
Man, you know what? There's so much going on in the basketball world. I really don't even know what to talk about. I have no agenda. I'm just here. I'm gonna bounce off whatever y'all throw up. I'm just here to run the offense. Not get cardio though. I ain't just here for the cardio part.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? I'm do the
Nah,
basketball related stuff, get involved in the offense, set some screens, deflect the basketball. I have to make sure that I put emphasis on that and clarify deflect the basketball. So I don't have to use pause. We use pause on 94 feet of life. Just want to let people know that. But we here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday. I'm tired. It's like more like hour 14 of sports talk for the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Sports 56.
you
And it's
know
basically,
what?
Radio, man. Shout out to
I
them.
rock out on two
County
shows
Radio.
at Sports 56. Sports 56 mornings with Greg and Eli. Check us out 7 to 10 each.
Yeah.
Monday
Mhm.
through Friday. You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Also, Monday
Derry,
through Friday,
Derry,
happy
break up
hour.
good, man.
Hey.
Y'all know what
Also,
it is, man. Y'all
also,
know
also
exactly what
Friday
it
at happy hour. Monday through Friday at happy hour with my guy Johnny Radio. We had Chef on today. Mo came through. We had nobody to talk football on Wednesdays because John didn't want to talk basketball with me because he was pissed off about Memphis losing to Tulane Friday night. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ah!
I want to talk hoops, dog. What's up? Man, let me get Mo on the phone then. We got Mo on the phone. We made it happen. Also, we got on Mondays, MJ Mondays is back in effect. That's at noon each and every Monday. I got big stuff planned for Wednesday at noon. We'll discuss that a little later on, but we can boogie on, man. I just had to get that promo in.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. That's what we on, man. We gonna continue to make this thing grow. Like I said, man, we run the asylum today, and this is why I came up with Ty name because he actually asked two good questions that we're gonna use to talk about.
Okay.
One of those questions that we're gonna start this show out today is many players keep monitoring their vets. They keep mentoring vets, mentioning vets and all this stuff like that. Why are vets? Yes. What is you know where I'm going with this, right?
But even before you even go there, I just had something break across the screen that had to be reported that was basketball related.
What's that?
Hannah Hidalgo went for like 40 and she had 16 steals.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What in the thievery is going on in women's college basketball right now, man? 16 steals? Is that like an NCAA record for women?
The question, I'm gonna get in the land with this one. I'm listening though. Let's go.
They keep mentioning vets. They keep mentioning vets and helping young NBA players why is this changing in the league right now that we don't have vets in the league right now like we used to?
Ah, oh my God! You know what Ty is like? I love Ty to death. That's little brother. Ty Ty is that kid that ain't learned that the world is real evil out here. He's that kid, and he asks you questions, and you got to ask yourself first: do I tell him the truth or do I lie to him? Is he ready for the truth or do I lie to him? He puts me in those situations often. So, do, Ty, you can put it in the comment. Do you really want to know the answer to this? Yeah, because y'all just be lobbing these things up to me. Like, because it's right there if you look at it. Do you really want to know the truth?
Give him the
Because
truth.
I would love for you and
Give him the
everybody else
truth.
on this planet to just watch this game and believe that the best team is going to win. Believe that everybody is doing it for the sake of the name on the front of the jersey and not the back. I want y'all to believe that. I don't want to take that away from y'all. So, how about this? I just won't answer that question. You want to stab at this one, Jay Ham? It's almost like asking me where babies come from at this point. You don't want me to answer it. You just don't. It's better. Ham, you want to try it? I'm not. No, not no. So,
One of y'all.
you try. You answer it.
You, let me. I guess I would try.
I did this shit. Y'all
I guess
make me the bad guy. Y'all always make me the one. Nah, I ain't gonna be the one today. I'm gonna be the one, but not for that question. Oh, I got plenty in which I'm gonna be that guy. Trust me.
at this point, Ty, to be honest, and is brutally honest. The potential is just not there no more. They don't care about the mentorship. This game is all about talent, putting that ball in the basket, and being entertained.
Love it.
These young guys are basically entertaining, but they're entertaining to this age bracket that we got now. I can't say the two initials that I want to say because I do want to keep this show on. I can say other curse words, but I'm just not going to say those words at this time. But it's a generation to where, say what?
You mean the YNs?
Yes, those two initials. Yes,
Never got the memorandum. What cuss words can we and cannot say? Because
everything else.
Oh well, shit.
Yeah, but I just can't say that. I don't want to say that.
Okay.
Like again, we got people watching. I do care.
That's good.
I do care.
That's great.
But at the same time, though, when you look at the hot take of all of this, when you look at it, they show 15, 20-minute clips. What you see, threes flaming up or dunks, highlights, crossovers. That gets the attention span of that 22 to 31 demographic that's watching the game. That's what they care about right now. These older guys just can't do it like they used to. They can't do it like they used to. Now, the mentoring side, I do understand it, but now they actually do have positions for that. That's called guiding counselors. That's basically what they are. They're basically what they are. If you go into high school or college or whatever like that, these positions are called guiding counselors, and they give a professional name to it now. But that's basically what it is, guiding counselors. They're not finna let the old heads be mentors to them no more because they're figuring it out through their guiding counselor. They're not going, their guiding counselor is not going to their parties where they rocking it or anything else. They got families to take care of. I mean, this is the NBA at this point. No boys allowed. I mean,
that's real.
They're gonna treat them that way.
That's
you
real.
get in trouble, you need to find your way out at this point. They're not caring about that. Again, it's just a generation at this point. They don't care about that, man. It's all about the product and hoop.
That's real. Well said. I can confirm that. Stamp.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to try that? And the
Sorry.
second
Y'all
question,
been summed it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
what more can I add to it?
No,
I'm
you
still
did your
thinking
thing.
about getting 16 steals and scoring fucking 40. 44, 44
Hey, man.
9 boards.
That's
16
ridiculous.
steals.
That's ridiculous.
That's too. We're gonna talk some women's college basketball on there tomorrow, goddamn it. We're gonna get 16 steals. We gotta mention that. Just
All right.
saying.
The next question I do want to ask is who's better in handling NBA scandals? Silver or Stern?
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's relative to time. Stern handled it the way he had to handle it for the way he had to handle it for the 80s and 90s and coming into the new millennium. Adam relates and understands Gen Z. That's who he's that. Going back to even the first question, we have to understand when we're fans of something, but we're not the target audience.
Valid point.
Right now, we ain't been a target audience for a long time. Our age group.
No.
Listen, it's been a while. Probably since the NBA left NBC the first time. That was kind of our phasing out of being the target audience. It's time to start to bring in the new kids and the whole deal that was growing up. Now we at this stretch of understanding we gotta let shit go that once was ours. It was ours. But if we gonna enjoy it, we gotta understand that it's not gonna be isolation heavy 83-79 playoff games that we thought was great defense, but it was really just slow paced basketball where the ball wasn't moving a lot. Not knocking it because we found entertainment from it. We found joy, but we gotta, and that's why I can appreciate with Adam. Even before we probably touch on this while we're here. The new All Star format. I personally don't care about the All Star game.
I don't care.
We cared about it in a long time because it's not for me no more. Not the target demographic. I don't have to see them go knock down, drag out. Man, they on break. That's just being real. They are on a break from an 82-game marathon, which they're well past the halfway point when they get to All-Star weekend.
What did they
50.
before they called All-Star weekend? What did they name that particular time of the year for basketball players?
Just the All-Star game.
It was the
They
All-Star
played
break.
the game on Sunday.
It was the All-Star break.
Yep.
Yeah, it was All-Star break. Absolutely.
So
But
you said it. You put it together nice and neat. The All-Star break. It's a break.
Now we'll get some of the nostalgia back with the way that the game is being presented now. Shout out to NBC.
Mm-hmm.
They even brought Marv Albert back to narrate the intro for last night for the Celtics and Sixers, just for the historic value of that.
Mm-hmm.
They're still, you know what I'm saying? And now they giving us something that we've been craving for. They're on the set talking basketball now. It's not the jokes and the slapstick and the narratives and all the extra shit. It's not that. No, they got new graphic setups to break down plays. It was like they had a foosball set up on NBC with the just like that shit fly. We need that. But we have to just evolve with it. Shout out to Adam for trying to continue to evolve with it.
When producers start acting like the consumers, we got a problem.
We got a problem.
Yeah.
We got a problem. Yes. Yes. We have a problem.
Yeah, man. So, no, awesome questions thus far. I got nothing to really add to it. Like, I had a great team. So they handling that. as far as the answers go. I agree 100% with them. I know y'all want us to disagree because that's the consumer version of you, but it's okay to agree when something is true.
I do got something that you will talk about.
Of course.
How is OKC really doing this again? First 11 games, what, 10-1?
Yeah, 11-1 now.
11-1 right now?
Yeah, they're 11-1.
How are they doing it?
Before you get into that, I remind both of y'all of something where we were 10 years ago, right about this time, when another dynasty. I'm not saying that the Thunder are a dynasty, but when the last dynasty that just came through the league, motherfucker said something historic. And
73-9.
it's two of us that's on this show. One of them predicted it on this show. The other one predicted it on Sports 56, 98.5 FM in Memphis. These motherfuckers gonna win 70, bro.
Or get really close to it.
Or get really close to it. I did a graphic over the summer where I took all of the teams in the league history that have won 80 combined games. That's regular season and playoff. I forgot how many. I think it was like 12.
Okay.
And a couple of them did it more than once. Like the Bulls did it back-to-back years. 72, then they won 69 the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Might see that same feat being repeated this year. Some of that level to where they win 80 plus and they win another championship. Just saying.
Absolutely. So, right now at the beginning of this NBA season, I always have themes for seasons to be able to, kind of make it fun and make it memorable for, everybody else, which is entertainment. So, I'm calling this season the Canadian Gangster. Let's think about the movie American Gangster. And here's my disclaimer, too, for some of you who think, oh, he's about to glorify, all of the stuff that has happened in the Black community. First and foremost, all of you motherfuckers watch Godfather and all y'all want to be Michael Corleone. Half y'all motherfuckers got a Scarface poster in your house if you're my age. Let's stop cutting. Let's just cut the bullshit and understand that there's always been an undertone with people who carry themselves with swagger that worked in the criminal underworld, in which it was intriguing to learn about them. So now that you can be able to do that, pull your skirt down and go for this ride I'm about to take you on. How about that? With that being stated, this is the Canadian Gangster. Let's think about the movie American Gangster. What was going on? Vietnam War. It was, the former boss died, in which his driver was trying to figure out ways to maneuver through it. You still had the mafia well in hand, running things. You had the Italians doing a thing. You had all sorts of things going on. Muhammad Ali was boxing. It was a lot of great things going on in this era. And while all of these great things is going on, you had one dude that was just running the whole fucking city of Harlem. And nobody was talking about it because not only it was so much going on, but the way Buddy went about his business, you would never be able to tell unless it was time to tell. So let's look at the NBA as the comparison. You got Victor Wembanyama, 7'5" anomaly we ain't never seen before. Ever. You got Luka Doncic, who slimmed down. He's averaging 40 a game.
Mm-hmm.
You got other supporting cast members that are doing things that we've never seen before on the Lakers. Austin Reeves stepping up. You have all of these other narratives. Is this going to be the New York next year? You have all these things going on. And in the heart of it, it's just a dude that's just playing really fucking good basketball and nobody's paying attention. Just like how Frank Lucas was just doing really good business from a business standpoint, not the product, from a business standpoint, and nobody was paying attention. Well, now it's time for y'all to pay attention. There is no J-Dub. Lou Dort has not been there for 2 weeks. And not only are they 11-1 right now, their average margin of victory is 14 points a game. At what point do we start taking this serious?
I want to add just to the fact that when you look at this dude statistically, you won't find that kind of efficiency with the exception of Mike from the perimeter. We're talking like 30 plus a night. Everything north of 50% from the field. 85, 90% from the line. The man will be in the top 15 to 20 in block shots at 6'5". You know, where you're seeing a bunch of 6'9", 6'8", 6'9" and up, you know, rim protectors, the whole deal. But this dude's in the mix on blocks and steals and the whole deal. He distributes the work. He's playing point guard, but he's not really playing point guard.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And we know this just because we're students of the NBA like that and just basketball. You don't really have to play traditional point guard to really have that success in this league. In fact, it ain't that many traditional, true point guards that have championships. It's just not the case. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at the position being redefined. You know what I'm saying? Once again, next era, we get somebody to come along and they set the tone for their era. And as MJ laid it out, this dude, and he been doing it quietly, and then with this shit that just started last year. This is year 4 of him about to average 30.
But here's the dope part about it. Yeah, pun intended on the dope part about it. Here's the dope part about it. He hiding right in front of your face. Because all he's doing is just giving you a high quality product. No cut.
I'm glad you mentioned high quality product with no cut, because I want to also explain to the engagement farmers out here on social media before y'all see this segment and he gets to the field, he's a failed merchant. Shut the fuck up.
Ain't that what you're supposed to do in basketball?
Hey man.
Get your points as easy as possible.
It's 18 different MVP seasons where the MVP had more free throw attempts per game than what Shea had last year in his.
Down. Talk to him.
Hey, man.
Moses Malone was on the list for like 4 of them. I'm just going to say it.
Hey, man. Oh, my God. Check this out. Mo in the background, man. He had something to ask about that because y'all summed it up so nice and neat. Mo, what's up with it? Talk to me, man. What's the
Well,
question?
first of all, MJ talking about Canadian gangster. I just want to remind everybody, okay, that Scarface the rapper did more. Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper to me. Okay, let's just make sure that's out there.
Thank you.
Right? That's number one. Number two, and this is sort of with the OKC thing, and it's sort of layers to this question. Number one, like Jay was talking about, do we foresee some sort of dynastic run? And to add to that question, who is the second and third most important player on that team? That's question. That's A. B. Can we speak to the construction of their roster as it relates to what they also still have for the future? And C, is there anybody in the West sort of bridging the gap with OKC?
Let me
And I'm
answer.
gonna jump off.
Go ahead.
Let me answer. No, Mo, you need to come back on here, fella.
You can't drop that fire.
No way.
I ain't show ready. You know
Me
that, but I'm here.
personally, the first question, the answer to that question, is Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams he's hurt. He's been hurt, but he's just the most important. He's the second most important person because at times he's such a dynamic of a scorer. He takes that slack away from him. away from SGA, and they get some going, and then you got two people grooving at the same time. That's tough to stop. That's tough to stop. They have such a college environment and a college vibe amongst themselves. They running 9 to 10 deep, and all of them playing hard. They all playing defense. They all on a string, and offensively, they're moving. They're moving with and without the ball. They're not just watching him work. They're moving with and without the ball, which makes the game much easier to a team like Oklahoma City Thunder. Their second question was what again? That was
Second question was, would they the way they constructed their roster?
yes.
Are they set up nicely for the future in terms of the foundation, in terms of draft capital, in terms of the salary cap, the luxury tax, all that stuff?
Sacrifice is the greater good within this team.
They own a lot of young money.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what I'm saying. Sacrifice is the greater good of this team. Now, if they really love each other and care for each other and want to play with each other the way they want to play, certain people gonna get paid the way they don't want to get paid.
And what if I told you, Mo, that the people don't matter if the infrastructure is already set?
Right.
Yes.
You
I
got-
agree with that.
Think about American Gangster. Think about what Frank Lucas built. He brought his family in. When they was making all of this product and movement, each family had a different business, a different department. Everybody had their role, but at any given moment when somebody got old enough, they were able to just place them right in there, and it was business as usual.
Yo.
As
Go back.
Now, I understand like the whole, well, what happens when some guys leave? Let them leave. You want to know why? Because OKC got like 7 more picks.
Yeah.
Picks of people that probably won't make the playoffs. So they're gonna mess around and get more lottery people to just plug and play at this point.
Not before Ham jumps in there, but they also will probably be more like, I think SGA is more of a free agent attraction than KD and Russ were, but I'll let Ham jump in there.
Yeah.
Could be that. That could be the case. And then I think that's also more of context to time, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just a different time, different era. When Shea got there, it was cool for him to be beloved. You know what I'm saying? Because they needed something. You know, they needed something else because what they had just lost. They pretty much just lost their franchise in a decade. But I want to go back and combine 2 and 3 together. When you got that kind of depth, that kind of draft capital, that kind of youth to go with it, and you're as good as what they are, your second best player can be different on any given night. It can be Chet on just based off what Chet can have an advantage with. Isaiah Hartenstein can have that kind of advantage. I don't even know who the fuck AJ Mitchell is, but he cutting throats.
He came out. He's out of nowhere with it.
Like, who is this cat? You see Santa Barbara for real?
They coming out of nowhere with it, man. But the talent that they got is just they just hooping. They hooping, Ham.
I gotta give Sam Preston his credit though.
Yeah.
He hung around and he learned from his previous mistakes.
Yes, he traded in the fax machine for email and just using cell phones.
And as much as we crashed on him and laughed at him, we understood why he hoarded all the draft picks that he needed to hoard to get to this point. It's no different than what Danny Ainge was doing in Boston. He just did it in a smaller market.
He calculated the human error. It's not a guarantee. He learned, because at first I thought that the reason why Sam Presti dropped the ball is he had such a good run draft-wise when he went KD, Russ Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka. He had such a good run, you could almost, kind of drink your own Kool-Aid and feel like I could do this at any given moment. I'll just go get another Harden. I'll make another hole. You think that. And then it took a few years for him to be cold, and then it was just like, okay, I'm not going to be able to really attract the big market guys that I need because we're in a small to mid market. So what I have to do is I have to double and triple my failures. So this first round overall pick that I picked may not be that guy. But if I got 2 or 3 cracks at it over 3 or 4 years, I feel like I could find 4 people out of 12.
It's just like hitting the baseball. You got 4 cracks at it, you take one and you hit 250.
And then, most importantly, the most important piece that he got didn't come from the draft. It came from a trade, but it was him flipping his best player at that moment in Paul George for a young budding star that he can build around. And it happened to turn into a guy by the name of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who on the low, from a money standpoint, was kind of a throw-in.
Mm-hmm.
The real money that was moved was bringing Chris Paul back.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was, let's keep it real, nobody was talking about, OKC just got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I ain't never heard that. I didn't hear that once.
Mm-mm.
If anything, I heard OKC tanking. And then they made the playoffs, and it was like, wait a minute. And at first we thought it was Chris Paul who was like, man, that dude just a winner. He just get teams to the playoffs. Then we started looking more and more at SGA, which is like, hey, this dude got some shit to him.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what? Trav, I got another one.
Yo.
Same way we always talk about how the Grizz are responsible for the 2014 championship of the San Antonio Spurs based off of what happened in 2011. Y'all go research what's the worst loss in NBA history.
Uh-oh.
It's when the Thunder came down here to the Bluff and they got smacked by like 73.
Mm.
Who was on that team, J-Ham?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you remember that year what he said at the end of the season to the fans?
The following Tuesday, though, they came right back to Memphis and they beat Memphis. Memphis ain't beat them motherfuckers since.
Hey, man. That's what, dude. It's just something about.
I don't think they more than once though. Since
Any team can beat you in the NBA, but it's something about when Memphis beats you, and they have and that other team has an agenda. Boy, they do not take Memphis lightly.
hey,
I seen Greg Popovich get so mad at Memphis. He said, "Them folks would never beat me in the playoffs again."
I told you earlier, the listeners on Sports 56 98.5, they were not happy with me yesterday when I referred to it as mid-major Memphis.
You can't be doing it.
I'm just trying to protect your safety at this point. I know you got a job to do.
I got rocked on the Sissy's Long Capital text line. For real. They was on my head. They were like, hey, man, what you up, like, man? You have to understand who you are. I'm just saying, And Oklahoma City Thunder, they know who they are.
They know.
They don't have that problem. They not mid-major.
They know. I got one more question for you all. We got like 10 more minutes left. So I looked at this and I just started. That's what I did. I started laughing. 46 points for 45 shots.
Oh, yeah.
He needed all 45 shots too, bro. I watched.
Usually I look at that and I'm like, man, hell no. Hell no.
He not even playing tonight.
But when you look at that game, like you said, every last shot he took, they needed it. They needed it.
Get to the lane so easy. 6'8", crafted with the rock like that, high IQ. That's really where a lot of that was coming from. He was getting in the lane all night.
Here's the question I got to ask, though. Blind GM style. If you see 46 points and 45 shots, MJ, what are you thinking without watching the game? You just see.
Yeah, one or two things happen. I think it's either the one guy just pretty much just saying, I'm not going to lose this game and I don't care what I have to do to do it. Or I'm seeing a guy who is just looting in a riot. And the only way I can answer that is by seeing the team record. I'm looking at his record. They're 9-2. So guess what narrative I'm running with?
He needed all of them.
He's like,
No.
I'm just not losing this game.
45.
Not giving away, I'm just not giving away games anymore. And
Yeah.
that's culture. That's culture.
Jay
Like
Ham.
Cade ain't even a scorer like that. But go ahead.
Veterans Day, man. I'm telling you, it's one guy I would love to hear from on your end, Jay Ham. I would love to ask him that. But I'm asking you that. This, without even looking at it. 46 points and 45 shots. Without knowing who it is, or the situation, or the game. How would you feel about it?
From a player standpoint,
Just you
compared
open up the paper, it ain't no team. You see one team win, one team lost. It's
it
46
ain't even,
to 45.
you're not being fair to me, Trav, because it's like
See?
it's more than what there's way more than one avenue we can go with this. I mean, first off, this is like textbook hawking.
See that's why.
First thing first, let's address it for what it is. Whether you approve of it or not, it is textbook for what we call down here in Memphis, you hawking, dog, for real. But sometimes that hawking is necessary. Kobe made it necessary just because he Kobe. Kobe didn't like you. He feel like you could make the shot. He was gonna take the bad shot because he felt like you couldn't take. You weren't gonna make the goal. That's just Kobe.
Mo,
Mike
get
just
back on
ain't gonna
here real quick, bro.
talk bad to you. And Mike would hawk when Mike needed to hawk. But
and the thing about it is, when it comes to hawking, it's like what you got to understand with hawking. There are different variations of hawking. Hawking, everybody just look at it from shooting a lot. To me, I look at usage rate to tell if you hawking or not. Like, get the fucking ball up, bro. Because my version of point guards hawking is just dribbling around and only passing it when they. To me, that's hawking too.
Marcus Stokes, if you gonna just go there. I mean, that point. But have y'all ever known a more efficient dude to hawk than Mike? Micah Hawk can be 53%.
Yes, because Phil Jackson said, since you gonna hawk anyway, let me put you in a position where I don't care if you hawk.
Exactly. Mid-point.
Hawk can be anything north of 45%, man. And we'll have 58. Like, you get 58 on 47%.
Yeah, because those 30 shots, and those 30 shots, 13 of those was mid-range. 8 of them on fast breaks. A few of them were like phantom calls that got him on the free throw line. Let's keep it real. And a couple of them were threes because his legs felt good. It can add up quick.
If you want proof of Mike being an efficient hawk, just look at his 6-3 line.
Yeah.
Efficient dropped 3 hawk and they lost. He looked like D Book when Book went for 81 or 70 or whatever they was that Book went for.
Mm-hmm. Mo got a question to ask y'all, man.
Dude, but shout out to Todd Love. He said R.I.P. Kobe Hawking, AI Hawking, and D Wade Hawking.
And I just comment back, I have no issue with necessary hawking.
Yeah.
If y'all felt like not going up to work, that's not my problem.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
AI is hawking by default. They base their whole
They
offense.
based the whole team around him.
Around him hawking.
Hey, it was either him or Eric Snow. Take your pick.
And we ain't going.
Who would you rather have the ball?
We ain't going Snow. We ain't going. Well, Mo, question, man.
Yeah, some quick questions since we talking about Mike. Who's better, Michael? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong show.
No, exactly.
Okay. I actually love that.
No, I know Big Shot watching. I know Big Shot had to just like
Dr. J.
No, but for real, I do got a genuine question.
Okay.
I know we don't talk about LeBron as much for obvious reasons, but I am curious.
Okay.
Obviously, we know his age. You look at the Lakers. You look at the Cavs. You know where I'm going with this. Is he better off if he truly wants that one more title? And I'm not speaking strictly about LeBron. I'm also speaking about the two franchises as well.
Okay.
Basically, the question is, if they want to earn a title chance this year, is LeBron better off in Cleveland or in LA?
Mo, you want the answer or you want the answer?
I want the
My
answer however you interpret it. However you
Because
interpret my question is how I want you to answer.
if LeBron leave, he's not getting another championship. He's not getting another chance. It is plain and simple. You have one of the top 5 players on your team that you have on your side in Luka Doncic. This is your last hurrah, LeBron. You better get it done in LA.
And you're not.
And you're not.
So that's what I'm. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
think we saw him play his last playoff game in 2025.
Oh. And that's kind of why I'm asking, is because the West is a lot more of a gauntlet than the East. And so would he be enough? Oh, you see? You see? You see?
Man, we were running the asylum, man. We ran the asylum.
Listen, I heard Kobe Saturday, and I was like, nope.
Oh man! But go ahead,
you
Big
on.
Jump on in, Big Shot.
What up, man?
Listen, man, I'm just continue the conversation. Don't stop the show for me.
No.
Bro, it's like your parents walking in.
Yeah.
And you was watching Richard Pryor, bro. This is not the same.
Oh man!
It's certain things I laugh at. It's hard without that.
You got to keep your finger on the last button so you can go back to like ESPN or Disney
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
It's a real question, though, Big Shot.
Like, hey, I'm just crazy.
It's a real question. It's a real question, LeBron. I mean,
what I'm asking simply is the East is a lot less of a gauntlet than the West.
Of course.
I don't think the Lakers have a shot in making the even the Western Conference Finals. So if he goes to Cleveland, could that catapult Cleveland into potentially running through the East?
It depends on if they can keep Mobley.
Yeah.
If they can, because I mean the deals I've heard. I mean, I ain't gonna say heard, just kind of the stuff that kind of makes sense is Garland, Allen, and a couple of other guys to maybe make the money match.
mm-hmm.
You probably got to throw in picks. I think if you don't have to give up Mobley, I think you have to entertain it. I think you have to at least give it some thought.
Given the current state of the Eastern Conference, Halliburton out of the picture, Tatum out of the picture, you still got to deal with that beast in Motown.
Right. And I think that's
him.
Yeah, I think Ham. I know. One of our group members, Jonathan Jones, has been on that. He's from Detroit, but he's been on that since the jump. That in this new East, Detroit, we could probably preseason. We were saying New York, Orlando, Cleveland. I think you can replace Orlando with Detroit at this point.
Ain't really care.
Orlando just kicked New York ass, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think you can replace. I think Cade has hit them Brandon Roy levels that we thought Brandon was going to hit until obviously the knees. But I don't know if I caught the back end. I would say this though, and I said this last week. If the Lakers continue to roll like this, I think it ain't about hot. I think you have to consider it. I think you really do. I think you have to give it some thought. Like maybe Luka and Austin Reeves is it. as your 1-2. I
You
don't think. Go ahead.
now I was just gonna say, you know what kind of trend I'm noticing? It's like the regular season and the playoffs is such a different season to the point where you almost want certain players on your team to not even play until they get to the playoffs. Like,
Yeah.
we could say that about LeBron, but I'm looking at Trae Young like they kind of don't need you to the playoffs, bro. They actually are fine without you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just the style of play. The style of play promotes athleticism, ball movement, speed. It don't promote, okay, the game is slow. We need a guy that's going to get us a good look every time. That's just not what the regular season is anymore. So you got certain guys that it's like, yeah, they're needed. They're just not needed right now. And how do you tell a superstar that? Like even with J Dub over in OKC, you absolutely are going to need J Dub for the playoffs. But clearly, them being 11-1 with the 14.3 margin, you know those role players could feel this because everything is just
MJ. Somebody said OKC was going to win 70.
I did.
That was you.
Yep.
I think they do win 70. I think even though the West is a gauntlet, there is a significant gap between OKC and whoever you think number 2 and number 3.
The field.
Yeah, it's a significant gap.
That remind me of how it was 10 years ago when the Warriors first started rolling. And it was like an 11-game gap between them and Houston. It was 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think in the East, to MJ's point too, because there's not that gap, like you might be able to win the East with 55 wins.
Yeah.
It's been, but you're right, MJ, and not MJ, a Big Shot, because it's been that way. It's been that way. 55 in the East is like 60. It's like 61 in the West.
Yeah, it's top shelf. Because they bottom half normally will be sub 500.
Bottom half is 19 and 70 and 63 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
and it's just like I said, it's just one of them things to where it's like, and just to kind of stamp my point on regular season being so different than the playoffs. Without y'all looking at y'all screen, guess the team that OKC lost to this season. It's only one team that beat them.
Was that Phoenix or somebody like? No, it wasn't Phoenix. Phoenix beat us first.
Was it East or West?
It was West.
Portland?
Yes, Portland. And they won by 2. But think about what Portland is. Long, athletic, fast as hell, a lot of depth, a lot of people who can just straight out hoop and come at you. Not a lot of thinking, not a lot of X's and O's. So they can match them speed for speed, athleticism for athleticism. And as long as they kept it close, they got guys who could close the game out. They got size. They got a guy like Drew Holiday who knows how to defend without fouling to make it hell for a guy like SGA. And even with all of that, they still only won by 2.
Right.
It wasn't like they just handled them. It was, it came down to a last-second shot. And those type of things shows you that, oh, yeah, this is a dynasty team. You measure dynasty teams by what it takes to beat them. And if you got to play perfect to just barely win or still come down to a last-second shot that they missed, that tells you everything you need to know about how tough this team is.
I don't know if y'all have talked this topic. I know I'm jumping in late.
No, you're good.
But if the Mavericks fire Nico, right? if the fire sale is on, because to me, when you fire a GM, you trade Luka, you fire the GM who traded Luka. To me, the fire sale starts, or at least it's in motion. We just talked about LeBron to Cleveland. If you're Cleveland, though, Anthony Davis,
it don't hurt to call. It don't hurt to call. It does not hurt to call. I got a question better than that, Big Shot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask this around the horn. We're gonna go 60 seconds on this. Which team most need a trade? Ham, MJ, y'all want to take a shot at that? Big shot?
I'm at an advantage because I got the screen up, so I'll go last on this one.
The team that needs a trade.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who needs a trade only because they've been the same to me for too long. Is Miami.
Okay.
Like that's the and no Ham used to call Indiana Milto.
No, it was
Cheese toast. Cheese toast.
and tomato soup without nothing in it, just the condensed liquid.
Miami has been tomato soup. It's just because there's a beach and it's 80 degrees every day. We kind of have let it go.
Yeah.
Miami just been Miami.
Yeah.
For about 5 years now. And at some point, y'all ain't gonna do nothing different.
Indiana's graduated. They at least
The twisted breadsticks.
Bro, this is wild.
with very, very delectable. Very delectable.
All they did was put some garlic and Zatarain's on it, bro. That ain't.
I got a trade.
Which is the definition of Tyrese Halliburton. Garlic and Zatarain's.
Who you got, Hell? Who you got?
My bad.
Who you got that may need to make a trade?
Jason Kidd get traded for Tomas Isolo. Isolo gotta go, man.
The coach for coach trade.
He gotta go, man. Give me Jay Kidd here, man. Give me a point guard so he can coach my point guard.
Exactly.
We ain't trying to do all this FC Barcelona activity you trying to bring up to the bluff, man. Now we eat barbecue down there, man. We ain't with all that, man. These hockey substitutions, man. Man got a whole line change, man. How you got a whole line change? You ain't got but 13 dudes available. What you doing, man? You gotta go with him, man. You gotta go to Dallas. You gotta be the new Nico. No, you can't take Michael Finley job. You gotta work under Michael Finley.
Okay.
Just saying.
After analyzing your screen, MJ,
Yes.
who did you pick as the team that needs to make a trade?
If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, I got some young Bulls that's already showed me they ready right now. I have a guy that's supposed to be a superstar that is just not playing. I got a former MVP that's on one leg, and this is just going to be the normal. One of them got to get out of my locker room. I can get something for Paul George with the right suitor. I'm looking at Dallas right now. Hey, y'all a little vulnerable. I wouldn't mind making that call. The Lakers. Paul George is from LA. Whether y'all like it or not, LA, yeah, you probably could consider getting rid of LeBron, but you still need that guy that can take pressure off of Luka. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna kill me, but it's just the truth. Austin Reeves is the third option.
Exactly.
That's it. No arguments needed. So give Luka a guy that's going to demand the second option, or at least 1B or second option respect, so that you can keep doing what you do.
Trav, who your trade?
And the people starting their fire sale since Brandon messed his hip up and they can't beat nobody.
Who?
The Clippers. The dudes
that's going terribly. I'm surprised at that one.
Playing dudes out in LA.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Big Shot. I got Keldon Johnson and Sohan on fire sale right now.
For what? For what?
I don't know. Just give me a nice quality, small, powerful, athletic forward.
This is what you call addition by subtraction. He don't care what he get. He just want to get them off.
Give me a
Away.
quality small. Give me a quality 3, 4. I need somebody. Doggone it, young Mitch. Since it's going down in Dallas, ship them west. We'll take KD. We'll take KD. We'll take. We sure will.
Of course you will.
Wait a minute, KD.
We'll take KD. We'll take Lively or Gaffney. We'll take one of them.
No,
Who's
KD on Houston. That's all like
Not KD, but AD. Anthony Davis.
Houston on
I'm
him.
thinking. While I'm saying KD, I mean to say 80. I'll take 80. I'll take
80
y'all doing the fire sale in Dallas.
80 and Wemby would be bananas.
Exactly. And that and you know that gap that you was talking about for Oklahoma City, it closes.
Closes the gap.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. The gap's already kind of close to me, in my humble opinion. I think if they was to play in the playoffs, it will go 6 or 7 games. Let's not get it twisted. I'm talking about though, just for how Oklahoma City is set up and the experience. Once you win a championship, you get that invincibility about you because you know how to work a game.
Yeah.
That knowledge only happens when you actually win a ring.
You know who's a player short? A player short in the West is Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh my God.
They're about one more. They're good. They're about a man short.
We talked about this on a couple of shows ago. You were talking about Mike Conley and my guy.
See, that to me that concerns me.
Yeah.
That Rob Dillingham can't get minutes over Mike Conley.
Dillingham, right?
I mean, he don't know how to play.
I think he know how to play. I just don't think that he is playing with them well.
That's who.
He's probably looking at another G League stint.
I hope
Probably soon. Because you can't draft somebody top 10 and not play.
Right.
Not play.
Right.
You got to get minutes somewhere.
That one piece away, and they still can lose to Oklahoma City at 6.
Who?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, everyone right now is subject to getting beat by Oklahoma City.
And it'll still be like a hard 6 that they'll get beat. I'm not saying that will happen. It's just, Thunder just that good, man.
They just a good team. They a good team.
You know who's another one?
Go ahead.
Shout out to our main man, Matthew Gordon. This is my thing with the Knicks. If you have really changed this style, we ain't playing 6 dudes 35 minutes a night. And if you look at what OG Anunoby has just keeps making these little steps in between, your boy becomes unnecessary. Josh Hart. He becomes unnecessary.
I try to tell somebody that
He's Josh Hart on another team. That role player that kind of fit that's fine. I don't know if Josh Hart works for you off the bench though.
Big shot. I would take a role player that is a threat than just a regular role player.
Yeah. I don't think he works for you off the bench.
And Josh Hart is a regular role. He's a role player. Nothing wrong with what he does. He's playoff worthy. Is playoff winning basketball. But at the end of the day, he does the same thing, but he's a threat.
Yeah, Obi and OG do all the stuff Josh Hart can do and can score.
Yes.
You know who Josh Hart would be perfect at though? Denver.
Yep. Play off the ball, cut off the big fella. Yeah.
He would be perfect there. Like, And Denver right now is 8-2 for those of y'all who keep a score as well. They just slowly, just quietly, just handling their business, and nobody nothing to see here.
Jamal Murray, 25 a game, 24 games. Just
Aaron Gordon. Sometimes I stole 50. Y'all ain't nothing to see here though.
yeah.
He on the dunker spot.
Jokic.
Jokic is best that in place though him this year. Shout out to Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, he gets his numbers.
Hey, I know it's 10 something for y'all. Well, 10
Yeah.
something is 9 something for y'all. I don't want to keep y'all, but we're gonna be into next week's show. We're gonna do a little bit more on like the Thanksgiving period of college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's some stuff early in the season. It's very interesting.
Man, I seen something last night. I will talk about that later. Because last night, oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you catch the update that I dropped at the beginning of the show, Big Shot?
I did not. What'd you say?
Hannah Hidalgo went for 44 with 16 steals.
That's what you know what? I heard 16 steals, and I'm thinking, oh, somebody in the NBA, a team, got 16.
It's 29 games left she got to play, and she already got 16 steals in one game.
She leads the
Who are
nation.
they playing? Not the.
She leads the nation by herself more than teams.
They beat LeBron now. They beat Akron.
16 steals.
44, 9 boards, and 16 steals.
Hey man, on that note, man, 94 feet of life, man. On Facebook, like Tony Allen. 94 feet of life on Facebook and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. 94 FOL Hoops on Twitter and Instagram. Daily content. Again, basketball for the people, by the people. This your boy Trav. I got MJ, J Hell, Big Shot that came in late. I got more in the background. I got the rest of the suspects gonna come with me real soon next week. So again, basketball for the people, by the people. Holla at your boy.